Yeah, well, first, what do you think about Tristan? Did you see Tristan Tate's answering certain questions?
About the Jew stuff or whatever?
Yeah, what's your take on that?
I mean, obviously, I agree.
You agree that it's not worth talking about, and you should just get money and go on dates?
There's almost nothing there. People that obsess over it are generally losers. They generally offer no good solutions or advice or things to live in life. Anybody that offers grand conspiracy narratives about how the world is run, it's usually disempowering as it's just annoying to deal with, and I don't know. But obviously, that's my take on it.
Well, I understand your point about the obsession thing. There are a lot of people that obsess over it, and usually the people that do don't have anything really going on, and so they get satisfaction from thinking that everything's out to get them online. A lot of them are nerds in their basement all the time, spam posting on cartoon accounts. But don't you think that I'm wondering what you think. Do you think it's important to talk about, if you're talking about the matrix and controlling mechanisms, aren't those questions worth investigating?
No.
No, not at all.
I think there's a lot of important things to talk about in life. I think that the issues and problems that exist in life are usually, you need a pretty sophisticated explanation of them. Talking about like Jews or the Matrix is just a way to shortcut all of the critical thinking into putting all of the ills onto some external boogeyman. Like rather than saying, you know, like integrating certain minorities into the country is very difficult, or sometimes we might want to do things and they end up backfiring. Sometimes, you know, policy is really hard to write. Those answers are unsatisfying, even if they might be the answer. And it's way more satisfying to think like Jewish boogeyman uses Holocaust to get all of us to destroy society. Like that's a really fun, it's cool, it's sexy, it makes you feel like you have access to some special information. But at the end of the day, it doesn't get you any closer to solving any problem whatsoever, in my opinion, obviously.
Yeah, it's not very practical, like making it out of the matrix and getting your money up and becoming self-sovereign and all that stuff.
Sure.
But I don't want to
like,
talk.
The problem, just I guess, like real quick on this, there's like two ways to view like the Matrix. So in one way, there's like the direction that like you, Fresh and Fit, Ryan Dawson, I guess are all in this direction, and then I think Tristan Tate is in another direction. In one world, the Matrix is like there's this system of people that are trying to disenfranchise men, delete masculinity, oppress white people, and they're doing so that they can leverage institutions like the banks and the WEF in order to enrich themselves while stomping on the necks of like all these other groups beneath them that might challenge them. That's like one version of the Matrix. I think that's what like your crowd in general kind of subscribes to. I think that the version of the Matrix that the Tates, or at least Tristan, would talk about is Tristan would say the Matrix are companies telling you to buy a product because it'll make you feel good. It's women telling you to be soft because that's what they want, even though they don't. And it's a thing that is leading to disempower people because instead of telling you the things you need to hear that aren't profitable, it's just products being sold to you by companies and feel-good slogans being given to you by people that don't know what it means to be masculine or be a man, et cetera, et cetera. That's like the quote-unquote the Matrix, I think, that like Tristan is talking about. So there's a huge
It seems like you've lightened up to his point of view quite a bit, maybe because I've seen a couple of your interactions on Twitter, and it seems like you're even starting to agree with them a lot more. I'm wondering if you have shifted your perspective on the trafficking thing, or it's also interesting to me that he ended up following you after you for months on end said that he's a human trafficker and needs to go to jail.
No, I mean, there's always going to be things that they say that I probably agree with, right? There's going to be things that he says that I disagree with. I still think they almost for certain are traffickers. But I mean, like I said, the caveat I always give is unless they lied in all of their YouTube videos, that's probably not true. But I mean, I told him as much personally in DMs too, where I said obviously I think you guys are traffickers, but I mean, they should go to court, have their day in court, do their shit. But
And he wasn't upset with you. He probably had a cordial conversation.
I mean, he was a little upset. I guess he didn't know that, but I mean, I told him, and he said, "Well, we'll see what happens." I said, "Good luck in court." I mean, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Respect you sticking to that point of view even after that.